Alright, hi guys, it's Sarah. Pardon my appearance, I'm in my PJs right now. Whatever. But I just want to say before I start this video off, I normally don't make videos like this, nor do I like to. I'm going to anyway because even though this drama doesn't affect me directly, it still does kind of bother me and hit a nerve with me just because it is about like abuse and manipulation and just shit that I normally don't like to see people go through. So what I am talking about is the whole Onision drama fest Twitter war going on between him and his now ex, Billie. So if you don't know what happened, basically a while back, Onision's wife came out as bisexual, and shortly after that, they got a girlfriend, and there's now speculation that Greg himself tried to force them to even get a girlfriend in the first place. Like, they didn't really want one. The relationship was just supposed to be between Billie and Lainey, and Greg decided, you know what, no, I want in on this, and it became this whole threesome menage a trois. That means the same thing, whatever. And he's made countless videos before in the past about it, and there's just been horrible on and off drama with this whole situation, and like, they break up with Billie, they get back together with Billie, they break up, get back together, da 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 da. It's just horrendous. It's like a fucking episode of As the World Turns, I shit you not. I am gonna say right now that I didn't know about any of this when I first started following Billie on Twitter. I just thought she was like a pretty girl. I liked her makeup, you know, it's just one of those like, whatever, I'm sure other girls understand. And then, I don't know why, but just for whatever reason, I clicked on an Onision video that came up with my recommendations called We Broke Up, and I put two and two together that he was talking about the Billie I follow on Instagram, and I was just like, holy shit, because she's only 19 and Onision is 31. That's fucking gross. And not to mention, he is now hanging around a 16-year-old girl and having her live in his house, and he has been in trouble in the past before with dating girls, sleeping with girls that are underage. He started dating his wife when she was only 17. They were only 17. There's like that whole drama now about him looking at pictures and young girls in their underwear, and he doesn't see a problem with it because they look of age. But that's a whole another topic. I'm not going to get into that. He broke up with Billie, and there's this whole mess going on Twitter. He's calling her a criminal, he's calling her a drug addict, and Billie's best friend Isla, who I also follow, is like sticking up for her, so now he's throwing her under the bus, and he just now released another video on his, what channel is this? I have it up right. Onision Speaks, you know, just calling Billie out once again, putting her personal information out there on the internet when she's made it clear she doesn't want it out there, and, you know, calling Isla ugly and shit, and trying to make himself look like the good guy, because he thinks if he uses logic in all his arguments, he's automatically gonna win. Basically, the whole reason why he's mad at Billie right now is because she smoked weed illegally, and like he says, like, for him, it's not the fact that she smoked weed, it's that she did it illegally, and he's calling her a criminal and like saying she's gonna go to jail and shit. It's like, okay, my personal opinion on weed, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I live in Massachusetts where it is now legal, and I just feel like, you know, if you need it for medical reasons, you should by all means be able to use it for medically. If you are like above a certain age, like let's say out of high school, and you're responsible and mature, go ahead and smoke recreationally. I apologize for not being able to talk, I'm just scatterbrained at the moment, I apologize. So yeah, that's just my opinion on weed. I'm not gonna make this video about weed, even though that's like the main point of Onision's argument. What I really want to talk about is how he treats Billie, and how he's even admitted to treating Billie. It is clearly abusive. Here are just some of the things he's admitted to doing. Telling her to get a tattoo to prove that she's loyal to him and his wife. Shave her head which he had another ex-girlfriend do. I guess he just likes the Natalie Portman from V for Vendetta look. He actually had her, like, sign a contract, which is literally right out of 50 Shades of Grey. If that doesn't say abuse, I don't know what does. And to stay away from her family for a whole year, not including holidays, because they themselves smoke pot. Onision can go on for as long as he wants about how Billie betrayed him and his wife, and how she's a horrible person, how she's gonna go to jail for smoking weed, da-da-da-da-da. But nothing will change the fact that he himself is, without a doubt in my mind, a narcissist and a sociopath. And I'm not just throwing those words out there. If you literally go to a medical website like WebMD or something and look up the traits of a sociopath, he, like, fits them all to a T. And that he is clearly manipulating and using this girl who is over 10 years younger than him. He's been getting away from it for so long with many of his past relationships, and he's honestly probably getting away with it right now with his wife. And it just frustrates me to no end, because I have been in toxic, unhealthy relationships before, and I know how horribly they could ruin someone's spirit and mental health, and I just hate seeing other people go through that. So that's really why this bothers me so much, because I know I don't personally know Billie. I've only, like, just been following on her Instagram. She's liked my tweets before, whatever. But, you know, I still, you know, to a degree, have a lot of sympathy for her, because I can only imagine what it's like for her to be dealing with this, especially right now when he's throwing her under the bus and making her look like this god-awful person, when in reality, she's made a couple of mistakes, and she's not perfect. She's young. She's still growing up. She's still learning. And a year from now, she'll look back on things she did today and be like, what was I thinking? But that's because we all do that. Except for Greg. He can never admit that he's made mistakes. In his mind, he can do no wrong. But the problem is that Onision has a lot of young, impressionable fans. They're mostly girls in, like, that middle school, early high school age, and they don't see a problem with the way he behaves, because they don't know any better. So that's another. So I just don't really want those girls to growing up thinking it's okay to be treated like this by a guy, especially an older guy, and then end up, you know, getting their psyches ruined, whatever, by an abusive relationship. So if Billie, for whatever reason, is watching this, I wish you the best. I wish Isla the best. I am very sorry you ever had to go through any of this bullshit. And if Greg is watching this, which I highly doubt he is, but either way, I am just going to get this across to somebody who, for whatever reason, doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. You need to own up to your fucking mistakes. Not only that, you need to grow up. You accuse people of acting like 13-year-olds when you're the 31-year-old hanging around with 16-year-olds, like there's literal proof on Instagram, and you even said you have a 16-year-old living in your house and you don't see a fucking problem with that. Just grow the fuck up. Stop getting into Twitter wars. Stop making videos exposing people or whatever on the internet from profit, and be a normal fucking 31-year-old. And I don't know, maybe, you know, take care of your kids, because you do have kids, by the way. You know, my mom was 31 when she had me, and she sure as hell wasn't acting the way you are right now. He is literally like the scum of YouTube. He can hate on other YouTubers all he wants, like Shane Dawson, Blair White, whatever. But you know what? At least they don't go around, you know, manipulating, using, abusing people a lot younger and more impressionable than themselves, and think that that's okay. Gets away with it, does it repeatedly, never learns from it. Yeah, have you ever thought about that, Greg? No, you haven't, because in your mind you do no wrong. And if I, for whatever reason, have some sort of loophole in whatever I say in this video, he would somehow find it and find a way to turn it against me and make me look like the villain. So if he, for whatever reason, stumbles upon this video and wants to call me out, or if any of his fans want to call me out, go ahead. You can do nothing to hurt me. I have said worse things to myself in the last 5 years than you could probably ever come up with, so I dare you to try and hurt me. And not only that, but you can't hurt me because I know in the end, you're the shitty person. I'm not a perfect person, Billie's not a perfect person, Isla's not a perfect person, but at least we own up to our mistakes, at least we try to be good people. So that's basically all I wanted to say in this video. Yeah. If anyone watched it, thank you. I am really sorry I couldn't get everything exactly out how I wanted to say it. My mind always just goes like blank after I turn on the camera. But I promise you I'm really a lot more put together than right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go right now. Bye.